beneficial to the elements to foul me, Loremevich.
Like a new father to the chest, like when a blue charger, barbell lifts, my lat muscle flexes.
First opened in the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. The Athletics look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Garrett Cole gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
And as Ichiro makes his way to the box, it's officially time for baseball here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last two in a row.
Hey, Mlb, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win. Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Standing in now, Coco Sullivan, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out, or get him to ground into a double play.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Working for the punch-out and the offering. Driven nicely into the gap. He pulls into second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're a 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he sends it on the ground to first. Gurriel scoops it up. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He hit over 40 home runs last season. When you start getting into that 40, 50 home run, those categories, that's special power. That's raw power. He's one of those rare commodities of baseball, so it'll be fun to watch him in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Jed Lowry. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Now batting, Stephen Piscotty. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Reddick is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The A's lead it 4-0. Mlb18 gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Astros, right fielder, Josh.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He took home the American League batting title last season. He went from corner to corner. He used the whole field, and he's so difficult to defend. When you win a batting title, you're doing something very special.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Moss scoops it up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Set and the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent out to straightaway center field. Moving under it, Ichiro, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A A solo home run that time for Brandon Moss. Third home run for him on the year, and the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Into the box now, Josh Fegley, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He'll enter play here at 3:04. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Correa takes it in. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. In the outfield, Josh Reddick, a huge wrestling fan, but what we need to lock in on is the fact that he's got one of the best arms in baseball. Loves throwing guys out at the dish. We'll see if he gets the opportunity today.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Coco.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Coco Sullivan. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One for the A's in the inning, courtesy of Brandon Moss. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 5 and the Astros nothing. So stepping in, Carlos Correa. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Hero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not going to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Suzuki has a read on it. 1 down.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The 1-1 sent on the ground out to second. Simeon's there on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 6th, center fielder, George.
Into the box now, George Springer, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Fegley has a play. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the third inning on the show. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category. And sure enough, his name is right there at the top. Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Stepping in now, Matt Joyce. Now Joyce smacks one into right. Lots of carry on this one. Gone into the upper deck. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. And he'll probably be running over a few of these pitches in his head tonight, but will depart here. Will Harris is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Now batting, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. And he puts it on the ground to second. There is Altuve. And finally, there's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter,
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. The bouncer up the middle. And there's out number 2.
now batting, the first baseman, Brandon Moss.
Striding in once again, Brandon Moss. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 0 for 4. And the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave.
Into the box, Josh Fegley. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 0-1. Line towards center field. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the A's 8 and the Astros nothing. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Evan Gattis now standing in. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. In previous matchups with Mlb18, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And another foul ball. Here he comes again. 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Tyler White will bat next. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Ichiro now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Correa over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Ready once again, Sullivan. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he is in there with a one-out triple.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
Shut him down now.
In now, Marcus Semien as he rips it on the ground to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's Chris Davis now as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Here's Matt Joyce now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 8.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The A's lead. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Sinking liner toward left. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Here we go.
No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first three pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the fourth pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Reddick leads off first with one away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a fastball just a bit high.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Popped him up. Semien shading to his right. 2 down.
The batter, number 1.
Here's Carlos Correa now.
Carlos Correa.
From the stretch. And it's fouled away. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Correa, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Astros lead one. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Joe Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Come on, Houston!
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Here it comes on 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Standing in now, Josh Fegley. hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. And that's the second out.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Ready for another shot now, Sullivan. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's up and out of here into the archways. A solo shot here to left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far as they just continue to pour it on here.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 12 and the Astros. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Up next for the Astros.
There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Digging in, George Springer. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Semien's got it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Marwin.
Stepping up to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set, and the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Moving under it, Ichiro, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 0 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drives it out to deep right center field. On the move is Reddick. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland.
Striding into the box, Matt Joyce. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Shortstop, Jan Lowry.
Into the box, Jed Lowry.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Springer has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Stephen Piscotty.
In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 2 for 3.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. This is in the air to right. Reddick has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for Oakland, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Evan Gaddis now standing in to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that'll do it here for his starter, Mlb18. So the good news is he'll wind up going the requisite 5 innings for the victory, but he does leave his bullpen some considerable work to do before this one's done. Emilio Pagan takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Emilio Pagan.
Look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. To short, hit hard. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Tyler White. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Josh Reddick. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Buddy Bashirs comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. first baseman Brandon Moss. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Third baseman, Brandon Moss.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for Oakland, catcher, Josh.
In now, Josh Begley tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to center. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ichiro Suzuki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit for Ichiro. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hit. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
Standing in now, Coco Sullivan hit back up the middle. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. So there it is. He's hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the coolest things you can witness happening in a single game. He's going to be the talk of baseball for a few days after this one.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Here's Chris Davis now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. Semien is on his way home. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Here's Matt Joyce now. And he puts it on the ground to second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Rose. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Hit on the ground out to short. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. Oakland is on top in this one, 16-0. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The 1-1 home. Now that's popped up, but Fegley will have room behind the plate, and he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Suzuki is in pursuit, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 1.
Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still 16-0. Now the A's designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First delivery to him on the way. There's a shot out to right center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
This is the type of production they were expecting for this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Into the box now, Brandon Moss. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
In now, Josh Phegley, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Altuve has it. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Up next for Oakland.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Here's Ichiro now. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The A's lead it 17-0. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's George Springer. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A bouncer to the left side. Sullivan over to his left. And quickly there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 9,
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Pitch on the way. Popped him up. Fegley is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. Chris Davinsky enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Coco Sullivan will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined into left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Marcus Semien, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. And if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Into the box, Chris Davis. Davinsky has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 0-1 pitch.
That's a strike.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Some air on that one.
Come on, let's hold him.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle. Altuve for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Really good pitch for the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Into the box now, Matt Joyce.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The A's lead this one 18-0. Evan Gaddis now standing in, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's a high pop-up. Moss is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Tyler White. He'll look to bounce back after striking. Liam Hendricks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Liam Hendricks.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hendricks playing here in his age 29 season. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Houston. Count remains at 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes, and he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
18-0 the final this afternoon. The Oakland A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mlb18 notches his 3rd win of the year as he gives up only 1 hit in 5 innings of work. Garrett Cole was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.